As a man, maybe it's a little weird to be making a whole video about Barbies. But if these guys can do it, so can I. I grew up a little boy in a girl's world. It just so happened that all of my cousins were girls, and almost all of my mom's friends' kids were girls, and 2 of 3 neighbors my age were girls, so there were a lot of girls in my life. That meant I was exposed to a lot of things made for girls. I couldn't really argue against the majority. We played pretend, and instead of getting to be Jedis, we had to play house. And yeah, I was an amazing dad, thanks. So unlike these other unexperienced YouTubers, I saw Princess and the Pauper when I was a little kid, and I loved it. It's got a charming cast of characters that would appeal to most kids. The villain Preminger is something like I've never seen. He's one of the most memorable parts of the movie, design alone. Not to mention his song.
Cheer, praise that the reign of Preminger is here, master in charge of all that I see. All hail me!
The songs are really well made. They didn't have to put a lot of effort in, this was a home release movie, but it feels like they really cared about making these songs great. They do a great job of not only moving the story forward smoothly, but conveying the character's thoughts and feelings. You can see this in Julian's song, where his love for Annalise becomes intertwined in the lyrics as he goes on, or in If You Love Me For Me with the immaturity but genuine love of Erica and Dominic's relationship. God, I am a 21-year-old man. But yes, I do love this movie like I did as a kid. It's a great example of how kids' movies don't have to be lazy garbage cash grabs. They can have deep meanings in relationships. They can give positive messages. The Princess and the Pauper's message is to follow your heart. Erica and Annalise spend the movie deciding how they want to live their lives despite their circumstances. Annalise is a princess who feels controlled by the politics of her life, while Erica is a pauper trying to pay off her debt to pursue her dreams as a singer. This is where the whole classism argument comes into play. In one song, the two leads sing about how they're similar.
I'm just like you. I think that's true. You're just like me. Yes, I can see.
I never really thought anything of this, but then I heard this from Curtis.
Kind of hard to feel bad for the rich princess, you know? Like, if you were gonna see Barbie in concert and you watched her sing this, you'd be like, actually, I'd be pretty impressed because it's like a plastic doll, like, how is she singing? But if you heard someone sing this song live, you'd be like, okay, fuck you, man.
And then this from Ted.
But it's a little naive when the princess is telling the other woman in poverty that she's just like her in song.
And I want to prove this idea wrong. Well, yes, Annalise never says, I'm very lucky to be in my position and acknowledge our differences. She's very shy when Erica asks her how her morning routine differs.
And you? Well.
I take this as her being well aware that her situation is better and being nervous to outwardly say it. Erica's the first to make the comparison. She sings the first chorus by herself, pointing out that despite their different lives, they have the same desires. Both girls crave freedom. And yes, Annalise has financial freedom, but she's still politically trapped. She mentions this in the song Free, where she describes an arranged marriage. Annalise is also surprised by the claim, and before the song starts, she's looking down, possibly embarrassed or shy with her previous statement about how she wants her life to be. I want to swing back to Erica singing the chorus by herself, though. She says, you'd never think that it'd be so, but now I've met you and I know. And then, I am a girl like you. It is Erica who pushes the idea forward. When Annalise states her family struggles, Erica compares her own. If the princess was the one arguing that they were similar, the song wouldn't work. It would be uncomfortable hearing someone so privileged financially argue that she's on the same level as a girl in heavy debt. And the big thing no one discusses about the song is it's not about comparing status. The similarities they point out in each other are about heart and care. Erica and Annalise sing about being responsible despite their circumstances and craving freedom. I think it's kind of hard to come to a conclusion that Annalise is taking a classist position when they're bonding over freedom and dreams. The only point where she mentions her status is when Erica asks her. It's hard to write a story about a princess wanting more from life without it being classist. Nobody wants to hear someone complain about how their life sucks when they have the money to change that. In order to write someone like this successfully, you need to make their problems relatable and separate from their finances. That's why I think Annalise is a great example of how to write someone from a privileged position. She is responsible and puts her kingdom before herself. Sure, she talks about wanting to do more with her life, but she still agrees to an arranged marriage for the sake of her kingdom, knowing she's probably going to be miserable for the rest of her life. I don't consider The Princess and the Pauper to be classist. It does a great job at comparing and contrasting both Erica and Annalise's lives, highlighting their differences and the things that make them together as one. This shines in I Am a Girl Like You, and I hope that people who disagreed before watching this can see that. Did I talk about Barbie too long? Yeah, definitely. It was worth it though. Go check out this movie. It's good no matter your age.